a little bit about your, um, let's say, hobbies, any interests you have outside work, anything you want to share with us that helps us to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay, okay, no problem. I am Ainul Momen Rafat, and I have done my graduation and post graduation in English literature from East West University. And now I'm working on my thesis for under Masters of Development Studies in University of Dhaka, and I'm working with transgender. The title of my thesis is the binary relation between the transgender and society, a case study in Bangladesh. And if I have to say about my hobby, I can say that I'm passionate about writing. I do have also a blog where I post some research. I write and post some research papers, translated works, and sometimes short stories and essays. And that's the introduction about myself.
Right. So,
And I also work as a freelancer.
okay. As a freelancer, you're doing what?
Yeah, I write project proposal, then assignments, presentations, editing, proofreading, translation, etc.
Right.
And
Nice.
and right now I am doing my job in an advertising agency as an executive strategy and translator,
Right.
and that's the brief
So,
introduction.
so what are your tasks there in the advertising agency?
The writing project proposals, translation. Now I am doing a translation work on Plan International Bangladesh, and it's
Right.
like the project name is Building Better Future for Girls, and I'm
Yeah.
translating the brochures.
Uh, I think Essen might know this project. No? He was working with Plan before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SNV, can you? Yeah.
Oh, that's great. You're working for advertising and you're working for Plan. I have a lot of questions for you then.
Yeah,
Great.
sure, sure, no
Yeah,
problem,
no worries.
no problem.
And I think, yeah, bringing better future for girls working in Rangpur, right? So, and
Yeah,
also
wrong.
working in Kurigram to be more specific.
Kurigram
Yeah.
district, yeah,
Yeah.
specifically
So,
Kurigram.
yeah, working with girls, I would say. Yeah, fantastic. So, we have a lot of questions and it's great to have you
Oh,
with us right now. Thank you.
okay, no problem.
Yeah. My next question would be, who would you consider as your role model and why? Could be anyone outside your family.
Okay, I think that the person, I don't have any specific role model. Okay, but I always try to do something for the betterment of the people. Can I tell you a short experience about myself?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. When I wanted to get admitted in my master's, one of the faculties from Dhaka University told me, "Why do you want to study in English literature?" And I straightforwardly said that I want to be a better human being because I want to work for the people. And after that, I get admitted in Dhaka University in development studies in order to work for the people and the people who do something for others, for the underprivileged people, and who have the empathetic side. They are always my role model, and I don't have any specific role model like this.
Right, that's totally fine. And I think that also brings us to the next question, which is about your motivation behind applying for this role of becoming a NOOC fellow, right? So as you know, it's a 18 months paid fellowship program. So tell us a little bit more about why you are applying for this role. You're coming, I think now if you're doing development studies, so you're coming from a rather mainstream education background, so to speak. So what makes you interested in applying for this role of NOOC fellow, which as you know, works in the area of, let's say, alternative education and self-designed learning?
Okay. Uh, uh, a bit earlier, I said that I want to be a better human being. Okay, that's why I want to study in English literature, and and I think that BY as well is working with the underprivileged people, and I want to be the part of this organization who are working for the underprivileged people, and I want to do a mark by doing by giving social services to these people. And I think that this if I can do something for them, it will be my greatest contribution in my life. It will be my greatest achievement in my life.
Right, but why the area of alternative education and self-designed learning? I mean, if you want to help underprivileged people, there would be thousands of avenues potentially, right? So why specifically this role?
Okay. Because why specifically this role, right? Because I think that if I join here in future, I can use this experience and I can join in different national and international NGOs. And I think that for gathering experience for myself, for gathering accumulating experience, I want to join here, and I want to learn something from your organization.
Right, but do you see yourself, let's say, in the long term, in the area, working in the area of education or alternative education, or more in the area of development aid? Like where do you, like, say 5 to 10 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Actually, I actually want to gain knowledge, skills, and experience, practical experience. And I think that if I can accumulate these things properly, these three things will take me there where I want to go. Okay, so I don't have any specific plan, but I want to gain knowledge, experience, skills, and practical experience, which will lead me in future for the betterment of my career.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for sharing that. And let's move on to the next set of questions, which would be around community. So your understanding of community and your experience of working with communities on the ground. Now, before we go into this, my first question is, so you're currently based in Dhaka, right?
Yeah, I'm attending the meeting from the office balcony.
Right. And so have you any experience of working in Barishal, or any connections with Barishal? Have you ever been there?
No, I was never in there.
Okay,
Never.
all right. So if you think about the local community, like let's say the local area in Dhaka where you live currently, right? So
Yes.
maybe you can just tell us which area that is, and then tell us one thing that you like about this place, like about your local community you are part of.
Okay. I mean, local community. You want to mean that local people, which I like about the most.
Can be anything you like in your local community where you're currently staying. Can be something about people, can be something about the place,
So
or
social.
anything that comes in your
Okay.
mind.
Okay, I've got it. Actually, in our area there is a youth organization, and it's called Shahajjo Sanstha and Kukumani Shahajjo Sanstha, and they collect uh, শীতবস্ত্র যেটা বলে আর কি, warm materials for the underprivileged people. They are working for the underprivileged people, and sometimes I join with them and try to help our underprivileged people who are living in the slums, and try to make awareness that you should go there, you should take we always try to stand beside you. And I think that they listen to us and we help them at our best.
Right. Okay, and let's think about one thing, or let's say what is the biggest problem, the biggest issue that people in the local community are facing where you live right now? So what is one, if you had to pick one thing, what is it that you feel is the biggest problem for people living in your local community?
Okay, I think that because of proper quality education, we cannot provide quality education to all. And quality education is not only the gaining knowledge, skills, it's about to motivate people to become better human beings. And I think that not only in our area, but in throughout in Bangladesh, we cannot provide quality education. And that, I think that it is one of the big problems that lead to different kinds of criminal activities or different kind of unsocial activities. If we can ensure quality education, our society will be better. Uh, our society will be better from better. That's the thing.
Right. And so tell us, based on that problem, what do you think would be one possible way of addressing this problem? What
Okay,
or
I
some
think that
possible ways?
uh,
Yeah.
everyone should be brought under the same education. Okay, there will be no discrimination regarding getting education, achieving quality education. This, if this can be ensured, I think that this problem is going to solve very easily. But it's quite difficult to provide same education, to provide same right to everyone, irrespective of caste, creed, color, and wealth.
Yeah. All right. And then another question is related to your own experience of working with local communities, or rather, do you have any experience in terms of, either volunteering, organizing, or engaging in any other way with local
Actually,
communities, especially also
no.
marginalized
No,
communities?
actually, I don't have any volunteering experience. But when I used to studying in my university, I used to organizing annual picnic every year, and then I have learned how to mobilize my team, how to make liaison with other people, how to plan about to make a effective ceremony or effective picnic. But I don't have any real experience regarding this. Sometimes I work
Mm.
with my community welfare society, as I have said, but I don't get enough time to work with them, to
Mm.
give them enough time.
Right. Okay, thanks a lot. I think that is it from me for now, and then I would ask Esan to continue with some more questions.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining us today, and sorry
Maybe
for
you can
the.
also turn on your camera, Esan.
It's all right. I'm having some issues with my webcam, so I'll turn it on when my internet is working faster. No worries. So just thank you so much. I got to know a lot from you. So I just want to ask a couple of I think more operational related questions.
Okay.
So what do you think is a Nook is actually in your own words? What is a Nook?
Actually, Nook is responsible for organizing programs, connecting with underprivileged people, and different types of program, and it's like and liaison with the donors, liaison and correspondence with the donors,
Right.
and
Now,
some.
can you tell me what would be the main role of a Nook fellow?
No, actually, I have not gone through it because I came from my native village yesterday because my grandfather died last week, and right now today I have joined in my office.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about your loss. But can you imagine, like, what would be the roles? Like, since you have applied for this job, so do you have
Okay.
any, like, like, what is your idea? What do you have to do? You think?
Actually, what I have studied so far in 3 months ago, I think that Nook Fellow is responsible for program development, making budget about this, working with underprivileged people, and underprivileged people, and sometimes make presentations, and sometimes have to write a project proposal and and
Right.
writing report about the
Right.
current activities.
Right. Okay, that is like basically like operational bits, right? So can you
Yeah.
tell me like whether you have any experience of working on budgets and any kind of like project-based work where you had to handle budget?
Actually, now I am working in an advertising firm, and they are working with Plan International Bangladesh, Educo Bangladesh, sometimes with
Right.
tag, and
Yeah.
sometimes I have to write the project proposals. But I think that I have not yet properly learned the budget. Okay, but
Okay.
I can do qualitative studies, qualitative research. I can write report very effectively.
Right. So let me just ask you some questions in terms of community engagement. It seems like you don't have much experience in that, and you're
No,
also
I
not
don't.
from Borishal, right?
No, I am not from Borishal.
Okay, so if you are given a task as a Nook manager that you have to go to the community and
Okay.
explain to the underprivileged community that what is the internet and why they should use the internet, how will you approach them?
Okay. Can you maintain a chronology?
Like
Uh, I
basically, say
I
that
can
okay,
I can understand.
I'm
I
giving
want
you
to
a more clearer understanding, right? So you are
yeah.
going to a community and you're going to a parent,
Mhm.
and you want their children to come to the Nook because they
Mhm.
will be using the internet to learn about new things, right?
Okay.
How will
Okay.
you convince this person? Because this
Okay.
person thinks Facebook is bad.
Okay. And I think that I have to follow a chronology. Like, first of all, I have to uh, I have to go for the baseline database. Man, what's the economic status, sociological status, cultural status about these people? Then I have to gather information about them. Then after getting, and I can get information from website, from Google about themselves. And after getting the information, I'll go to them. And there is a I think that I have to make them understand the benefits of using internet. If you want to digitally improve yourself, then you will get opportunities in multifarious organizations. And I think that it's called about it's not about there is a quote about that behavior change communication. If I can motivate them, and I have motivate them regarding the benefits of using internet for the purpose of better employment opportunities, or jobs or anything. I think that they will be interested to send their children to learn how to browse, how to use computer, and getting proper education.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is that basically you will find out information from the internet regarding what are the good use of the internet and try to
Internet.
explain it, right? That's
Yeah,
what you mean.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let me move to the next question. So this is a pretty critical question since the Nook will have younger people and also older people. So there might be some conflict in between them, or there might be two different kind of individual who might not want to work with each other. So if they decide to have a conflict in between them, what would you do?
Okay. There is a term to win-win situation. That means that if I need to resolve a situation, I will always consider that it might not harm the decision of the board or interest of the board. If it does not work, I will try to contact with the senior personnel, and I'll try to make a face-to-face conversation. And if he or she gives me a resolution, I will try to disseminate the information to them to take a better decision. And sometimes it does not. If it's not going to work, then I'll try to go for democracy. That the most of each and everyone related to the project or work will vote, and the priority of the people, and the and their vote will decide who is how to resolve the situation and what decisions is going to be taken.
Okay, so it's more like democracy based.
Democracy based. Yeah.
So you want the community to solve the problem.
And if it's a matter of community, I will also go for democracy. And if then they don't listen to me, I will try to portray the benefits, or I'll try to portray the development process, how they are going to be benefited from this decision.
Okay. So now let's move to more critical questions. So one day you entered the Nook and you have seen that some of the Nook participants or the people who are at the Nook, they are looking
Okay.
at some adult contents on the internet.
Okay.
So what would you do?
Actually, I'll try to make them realize. I'll try to make them understand that is the ethical violation of the organization, and I will try to resolve within ourselves, not without letting knowing the senior personnel in the organization, because team speed matters, teamwork matters.
Okay. What do you think will be the maximum challenge for you? Say that if you have to like go to Borishal and you're not like you don't have like much experience in community engagement and currently you're in Dhaka, so you will have a very short span of time because once we start the project, we will be like on board and we will be expecting to running the show from day one. So you will be, doing trainings at the same time. You have to go to the field and get the people to come at the Nook and also market it in somehow among the community members. So what do you think are your biggest challenges which you have to overcome because you're not from Borishal?
Okay. First of all, I have to make understanding.
If
I
you
have to
want to,
understand
আপনি
the.
আপনি কিন্তু এটা বাংলাও বলতে পারেন চাইলে।
না না, ইটস ওকে। আমার হচ্ছে গিয়ে পিপলদেরকে আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড করতে হবে, দেন আই হ্যাভ টু ওয়ার্ক উইদিন দ্য টাইম ফ্রেমওয়ার্ক, and maintaining time is going to be very difficult because the project is for the short span of time.
Yeah, but
So
what are the challenges that you have to overcome? Like since you're not from Borishal, আপনাকে আসলে
বরিশাল,
কোন challenges গুলো আপনার কি মনে হয় যে কারণ
আচ্ছা,
আপনি তো
আমার হচ্ছে
হ্যাঁ
গিয়ে কমিউনিটি লেভেলে কাজ করার জন্য তাদের সাথে একটা যে এমপ্যাথেটিক বা এথনোগ্রাফিক রিলেশন তৈরি করতে হবে, সেটা আমি বিগেস্ট চ্যালেঞ্জ ফেস করব। দেন হচ্ছে
হ্যাঁ
গিয়ে সবকিছু কাজগুলো হচ্ছে গিয়ে উইদিন টাইম ফ্রেমওয়ার্কের ভিতরে আমার সবকিছু কাজগুলোকে শেষ করা, এটা আমার একটা বিগেস্ট চ্যালেঞ্জ হবে।
হুম
এই দুটা জিনিসই হচ্ছে গিয়ে সবচেয়ে বড় প্রবলেম
ফার্স্ট
হবে।
সেটটা আপনি তাহলে মানে জাস্ট আই নো দিস ইজ আ ভেরি টাফ কোয়েশ্চেন রাইট নাও বাট মানে এনিথিং দ্যাট কামস টু ইউর মাইন্ড ফার্স্ট সেটটা যেটা মানুষের সাথে বন্ডিং যেটা বললেন
বন্ডিং, হ্যাঁ।
এটা আপনি মানে একভাবে মানে কিভাবে আপনি আসলে ওভারকাম করতে পারবেন আসলে
আচ্ছা, এটা ওভারকাম করার জন্য হচ্ছে গিয়ে ইউ নিড টু বি এমপ্যাথেটিক। এমপ্যাথেটিক হওয়া লাগবে, লাইক দ্য আদার্স বিকাম দ্য সেলফ। এটা যদি আমি চিন্তা করতে পারি এবং তাদের সাথে যদি মিশে তারা কিভাবে তাদের কালচার, তাদের ইকোনমিক অ্যাসপেক্ট, তাদের হচ্ছে গিয়ে সোশ্যোলজিক্যাল অ্যাসপেক্ট, ইফ আই ক্যান মিঙ্গল মাই সেলফ উইথ দ্যাম, আই থিঙ্ক আই উইল বি এবল টু ওভারকাম দিস সিচুয়েশন।
Okay. I think that is all for me. I think I've asked most of the questions. Thank you so much. I think I'll leave it up to Christoph right now.
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Yeah, thanks, Esan. So I would just tell you how we continue. So basically, as you probably can think, we are conducting quite a lot of interviews with potential candidates. So what we are doing is obviously we'll go through all the interviews and then we decide who is going into the second round. The second round will be a maker task where you have to do to build something small, like it's not going to be something big but something small, since we also want to see your hands-on skills, and then there would be a final interview after that. So we will inform all candidates who are going into the second round within the next 1 to 2 weeks, or we would also let you know in case you would not be selected. So you will hear from us within the next 2 weeks.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
Is there anything you want to ask us
Uh,
before we end?
no, I don't have any question.
All right. Okay. Great. Then thanks a lot for your time, and
Thank you.
you'll hear from us soon. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you. Hope to
Thank
see
you.
you again.
Bye. Yeah. Bye.
Okay, bye. Bye.
All right. Hey, what is this live thing? Where is this recorded?